liberate you and to set you free. Because there are those of you who you are carrying weights that God has not called you to carry. You are carrying burdens that God has not called you to carry. You are operating in positions and in places that God has not called you to operate in. There are those that you are operating outside the capacity in which God has given you. There are those of you who have given your life to other people, and now you're frustrated. Now you're overwhelmed. Now you're broken. Now you're wounded. Now you're discouraged. Now you're stressed out. And now you're complaining, you're murmuring, and you're grumbling. These are the same people that showed you their true identity. These are the same people that showed you how much they really cared. These are the same people that showed you who they truly were. But yet, because you wanted to be something to them, and they can't even be to themselves, and they won't even seek God to be for them, you have operated in capacities beyond what God has called you to. You have emptied out yourself for other people. You have destroyed your character for other people. You have destroyed your integrity for other people. Because see, you see the potential in them that they do not see. They have no drive. They have no motivation. They have nothing to push them forward. And you have been pushing. You have been encouraging. You've been speaking life over them, life in them, life to them. You have done so much for them. But yet they have still rejected your advice. They have still rejected your help. They still overlooked the gifts in which you carry. Listen, you have went outside your way to help people who do not want to be helped. That's why you frustrated. That's why you overwhelmed, because they are content with being who they are. They're content with being where they are in life. They have showed you over and over again that this is who they are. But yet and still, you keep giving yourself. Yet and still, you keep showing up. And yet and still, you keep loving. And yet and still, you keep forgiving. And yet and you keep opening up your heart. Yet and still, you keep giving them access into your life. They don't care about how you feel. They don't care about your brokenness. They don't care about what they're doing to you. They don't care about how they're offending you. That's why you're broken. That's why you're wounded. That's why you're frustrated. That's why you're so overwhelmed. That's why you're so empty. That's why you continue to feel this heaviness and this pressure on you, because God did not call you to carry it. He did not call you to fix it. He did not call you to fix anybody. See, you trying to be their savior because you love them. You see what they need. See, they want you to show up in a capacity for them that they don't want God to show up in. See, they look for you to be the savior because that's what you've always been. But you get no results because you can't be their savior. Baby, Jesus had to die for you and save you. So how can you be their savior? Let me just set you free from that right now. You can't save anybody. Only God can save them. See, you showed up in the capacity as being their redeemer. See, God had to redeem you. So how you trying to redeem them? You can't redeem them because you yourself needed a redeemer. Stop trying to show up in the capacity of a redeemer. See, they want you to heal them from their brokenness and their wounds and their trauma. But guess what? You needed Jesus to heal you from yours. So how can you heal them? How can you release them from their trauma and their abuse? How can you help them when you needed Christ to help you? See, they want you to be that defender because you showed up time and time again to defend them. You have defended them to the point where you have lost your character. You have tainted your character. You have tainted your integrity. And see, they expect you to continue to show up to defend them, to help defend them. You can't defend them. They've already made up their mind. They content with being who they are. They're content with taking advantage of you. They're content of robbing you of your joy and of your peace, because that's what they're doing. Because you giving all of yourself, they're giving nothing. They are giving nothing. They're not making progress because they don't want to make progress. They're not seeking change. They don't desire to seek change. But yes, you see the potential. God sees the potential. But it's not your job to show up in that capacity. It's not your job to show up as their savior. It's not your job to show up as their redeemer. It is not your job to show up as their healer. It is not your job to show up as their defender. It is not your job to fix them. They are broken. They are wounded. They are damaged. Only God can fix them. So let me help you set yourself free today. I give you the opportunity to let go. I present you the opportunity in this moment to let it go. To let it go. Because see, only God can do what they need to have done. See, only God can do the things that you've been trying to do. Because he didn't give you authority to do so. But he has full authority. He has full capability, full capacity to meet them right where they are. I give you permission to walk away. I give you permission to stop emptying yourself out, to stop draining yourself, to stop carrying the load, to stop carrying that heavy burden that's weighing you down, that's stripping you, that's taking yours, that's causing you to become insecure, that's causing you to doubt yourself, that's causing you to look at yourself as being inadequate, being insufficient. It's causing you to be indecisive. All because you're trying to find yourself and be to somebody else what only God can be to them. Friend, it's some people that you got to say goodbye to. It's some people that you got to cut loose. It's some people that you got to say no to. Yes, you still love them. You still love them because your job is to seek God for them. Your job is to pray for them. Your job is to be the light for them. Your job is to be the salt of the earth for them. Show up in that capacity. Show up in that capacity. So they need you in that capacity. The one that will intercede for them. The one that will pray for them. The one that will speak life over them and encourage them. But know that you have some boundaries. Know that you have some standards and you have some values. And that you will stand by them. That you will not compromise your values. You will not compromise your standards. All just to fill a void that you can't even feel. And no longer will you strive to be something to somebody else that they don't even appreciate. They don't even value. They don't even consider you worthy. You wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your efforts. Stop wasting your energy and give it to God. Give them to God. Allow God to be to them what they need and the capacity that they need to fulfill the void that they have.